What's going on, champs and champettes? It's FireMonkey here, and while Sabrina Carpenter's Fortnite festival season is set to end next month, it isn't the end of all of her festivities going on the island, because we have a brand new event called Dance with Sabrina that is set to go live May 30th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time, and will last until June 16th at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. So in today's YouTube video, I'll be recapping all the information you know about a brand new item shop bundle for Sabrina Carpenter, this mini event you can actually participate in, and more. So let's get right into it. Firstly, during the times I'd already mentioned, you can join the Dance with Sabrina Carpenter creative experience in the Buy Epic row, and you'll be transported to an oh so sweet and so cozy Sabrina Carpenter performance. You have to actually play through a rhythm game in order to get through this performance, and you get to prove yourself by matching the beats up properly enough. And if you actually are one of the best players in your lobby, you'll be invited on stage to actually be one of the dancers to contribute to the show. Now, you will actually get a chance to contribute in a few different ways, whether that is actually going to be the dance leader, the special effects pro, or the video artist. It all just kind of depends on if you're one of the dancers with the most heart in the actual, I guess you would call it the audience, whatever else it would be. And if you're in one of those different areas, you'll be able to actually earn some special benefits in that match. It won't be like free cosmetics or anything like that, but as the dance leader, you'll use your emotes to lead Sabrina's backup dancers. If you're the special effects pro, you can fire off special visual effects to match the vibe as you see fit, and then you'll be able to time them perfectly enough in order to have like the maximum impact with Sabrina Carpenter's actual songs. And if you're someone who's the video artist, based on how you are dancing in the audience, you'll actually be able to choose the backdrop for the show, meaning that in the actual creative experience, you get some say over how it's actually going to be, assuming you're one of the people who is the best at matching the rhythm up to the little like synchronized, beats similar to how you would do it in Fortnite Festival, but in this case, it will be a bar at the bottom of your screen that will have like an icon slide in, and you have to match the actual arrow keys to that system. And by doing a good job, you'll be able to be one of those special characters. And then players who match the most beats during the entire show will get extra bragging rights when they appear side by side with Sabrina Carpenter for the final snapshot, which you can see on screen right now. So basically, if you're one of the people who's really good at rhythm games, you will be able to, at the very end, have your character in the background next to Sabrina Carpenter for a little bit of like a Polaroid photo. But that isn't absolutely everything, because we also have one new thing to actually talk about here, so let me go ahead and pick up some of this loot on the ground real quickly, and then we can talk about that. So what else is going on here except for a mini experience where you're able to kind of participate in? It's basically, a rhythm game with some added little effects based on what you can do in UEFN. Well, there will be the brand new Bedchem bundle in the Fortnite item shop. This will be available May 29th at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, and it'll feature the Bedchem Jam Track and Bedchem emote that you'll be able to actually purchase. You can purchase both of those individually, or you can buy it in the bundle, which I assume will give you around like a 200 V-Buck discount. But other than that, there isn't really too much else going on here. There are some things they mentioned, such as, the whole entire experience with Dance with Sabrina Carpenter being monetizable if you're in the Support a Creator program until June 6th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. But if you're someone who just plays the game normally, you won't have to really focus on any of that stuff, because it's not like you're making content off of the experience. And, there's some other stuff they kind of mentioned here, like the Fortnite Festival Season 8 Music Pass ending June 16th, but it is interesting to see them doing some sort of mini concert for Fortnite, for Sabrina Carpenter. We didn't really have anything for Miku, we just had, the whole entire Fortnite Festival thing, but here, there was a lot of people saying Sabrina Carpenter was going to be getting like a whole entire concert, and tons of all of that other stuff. It appears like it's kind of an interactive concert experience in a way, where it has the rhythm gameplay you would expect in Fortnite Festival, but with a different system. Instead of you actually doing rhythm based on, the instruments you're actually playing, it is now becoming rhythm based on your dancing, trying to be one of the most accurate players out there in order to earn that special extra benefit of, taking a photo with Fortnite Sabrina Carpenter. Of course, if you're in a lobby by yourself, I could assume that even if you aren't like the best, if you're doing it in a private match or something, you'd still get in that photo slot whenever, especially if you bring some friends with you, because there can be a total of 3 other people, you included, that are actually able to go into that ending photo area. And I assume that's all related to, oh hey, are you playing the best? Okay, then you get one of these randomly assigned roles and you go on from there. But it also makes me curious how future Fortnite concerts are going to be. Are they going to be more interactive in this area where it's focused on, you know, just doing a rhythm thing while a character who's in the Fortnite Festival Music Pack sings the song? Or is it going to be similar to what we've had before? And, you know, they're just kind of like testing it out right now, where they're going ahead and making it so that, you know, it's going to be more interactive. I mean, when we had like the Metallica concert, for example, it had a lot of interactive pieces. There was like a little bit of parkour, there was a boss battle, there was all that type of stuff. Even in one of the other things we actually had with Carol G, it was actually very interactive. You know, you had like the wolves and stuff, you had the whole racing minigame and everything else. However, this time around, it seems very minuscule, where it's just kind of a rhythm game with dancing. So it makes me curious what they might be doing in order to try figuring out the best way of doing these UEFN creative concerts in the future. But yeah, it is still something to enjoy in the meantime while everything else is going on. So I hope you champs and champets enjoyed today's YouTube video. Like the video if you liked it, dislike if you didn't like it, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow with another upload. So until next time, peace out.